Make
Oh
sure there's no
shit.
cursors.
What? No cursors. Look, is there cursors? You see it?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't even have it up yet.
Earth is being threatened by the console war plague. Some real gamers band together to form a unity. They form the platform. The platform. Uh, uh, All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, the craziest gaming podcast on the internet right now. We're gonna go ahead and do our introductions. We always do them from left to right, starting with Austin. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you're playing.
I'm Austin, I guess, and I'm trying to drag my ass through the last of Horizon.
Okay, Horizon, Horizon, it is. All right, all right, all right. Next up, we got the imaginary himself, the ultimate debater, Chris. Yay! From the everything that you see,
Throwdown.
from every throwdown, Nintendo. Been in the industry, he's been around the world. Chris, introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
I appreciate that. I'm very glad to be here. Right now, I thought I knew Dark Souls 3, and I got Ring City,
Mm.
and the dragon took my balls away, and he said, "Would you like these back?" And I said, "Please, can I have those back?" So I'm currently trying to retrieve my balls.
Yeah, that's fucked up. All right. Next up, we got Cool Cat Theory. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
Everyone's Cool Cat Terry. I've been wrapping up Horizon as well. Just doing the last little odds and ends with collectibles and whatnot. And I've kind of been diving into a bunch of different games, kind of feeling out what I want to play next. I actually started Dark Sides for the first time. I'm liking it.
Yeah, Darksiders is great. Wait till you play the second one with Death. You'll like that one too. Um, let's see. Next up, we got Eddie, the real one. Introduce yourself and tell us what you're playing.
What's up? This Eddie. All week I've been playing MLB The Show 17, Mass Effect Andromeda, and right now, currently, I'm playing Persona 5.
Ugh,
Don't
I
knock
want
it
to play
until
it.
you try it.
I want to play it so motherfucking bad. Shit.
Man, you got a
Oh, okay.
PS3, don't
Uh, yeah, I don't want to play it on no motherfucking PS3. Shit. Next up, we got Big Mike. Introduce yourself and tell us what you being garbage at.
you? God. What's up, everybody? I know. What's up, everybody? The boy Big Mike here. I've been playing Hasbro Heroes and MLB 17 The Show.
So, okay. I know you cheating on one of those games. You gotta be cheating, man. I know you got codes or something. I think
Nope.
on Hasbro Heroes you cheating. All right. Next up, we got the man, the super troll, Preston. He loves it. He hates it. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
Yo, I'm Preston. I'm playing Hitman at the moment because I didn't want to play a game like Persona while on the podcast. There's a lot of reading in that game. But mostly this week I've been playing Persona, Major League, and I'm thinking about buying Bulletstorm.
Definitely get that fucking Bulletstorm, man. That game was like so underrated. It was kind of campy, but it was like it fit. It was one of those where you couldn't see that type of shit in any other game, but that. Um, okay, looks like Eugene just popped in. What's up, Eugene? Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
What's up, everybody? It's Eugene. Not really playing anything right now since business has picked up as my job. I kind of like put playing video games on the back burner right now. So things slow down a little bit at work.
Oh shit. Bye, Felicia. All right. Let's see.
Whatever. Now, but I may get that bullet storm though. 'Cause I did enjoy the first one, even though I did not beat it. I enjoyed what I played of it.
Yes, yes. Get that Bulletstorm. What's up,
Did it
everybody?
come
My
out
name.
yet?
Isn't it the only one?
It is the only one. It's just
Yeah, it is the only one. It's just a
it's the
new
same one.
version
It's
of
the
it.
same
Yeah.
one.
It's remastered.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
got
why I
like
was
better
like, the first
like
one. I'm like,
it's
what?
like better graphics and shit like that.
I thought that Sony had remastered copyrighted.
I don't
Oh,
know. Nintendo has that
They
probably.
probably dual
No,
copyright.
Nintendo just remakes them but it's all the same thing.
What's up, everybody? My name is Danny. I am one of the hosts here at the platform, and I am playing Quake Champions. We talked about me playing Mission Impossible for old school last Nintendo. I was playing that and got fucking frustrated. So I don't want to get into that because I'm still kind of pissed just thinking about it. Uh, let's get right into it. Let's really just get into the meat and potatoes of this shit. Xbox Scorpio specs reveal. It revealed to be kind of beefy. It's got like 12 gigs of RAM, it's 2.3 gigahertz processor. The GPU is basically an AMD RX 480, which is like a 4 gig graphics card. So it's definitely on the beefy side of things. What you guys think? When you first heard the specs, what did you think? Let me go with Eddie. What you think?
Um, I think that they basically, yeah, delivered on a promise of having like the most powerful console to be that's coming out. It's still not out yet, so it will be the most powerful console when it's released. About the specs, I mean, I know how it looks. It looks like it's going to do whatever they promised it to do, but at the same time, I understand that Phil Spencer said that they're not forcing the developers to push 4K 60 frames. So I'm thinking with all the power they have, it'll make it easier for the developers to polish off a game real good. It may end up becoming the lead platform for a lot of multi-plat titles because we heard Phil Spencer, well, not Phil Spencer, but I think it was Mike Ybarra, whatever his name is.
Hmm.
He was like they're trying to win back the developers. Um, I
That's the
think
only way to
they're
do
going
it,
to
though.
focus on third party, and I'm pretty sure they got some first party titles lined up because E3 is going to be big. This the whole thing to me. It just boils down on E3. It's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight between Sony and Microsoft, and hopefully Nintendo can get a few Ric Flair nut shots in there.
Chris, what you think when you first heard the specs? Did it was it something that said like, "Wow, they actually fucking did it," or are you like not impressed still?
I was impressed more not by the raw numbers, but the things that they were able to pull off with the hardware that they had.
Hmm.
So, unlike all the rumors and the hype coming from the Xbox, like it wasn't going to use Ryzen. There was no way they could have a Zen Core chip in there and not have this thing be $1,000.
Yeah.
And the time and released this year. There was no way. So they took the Jaguar. They did whatever, enhanced it and made a better SoC. The integrated 12 gigs of RAM is on a 384-bit bus. So they looked at all the bottlenecks that they had with the Xbox One, and I heard they did a lot of testing and they figured out where they are and they completely eliminated them. Um, DirectX 12 is integrated directly into the GPU, so you don't have to
Absolutely.
call it from the OS anymore. It's already loaded. All those things were very impressive. I thought like they really thought about how to just increase the power with what they had to keep the costs down, and they looked from a software first perspective. So when you make hardware, right,
Hmm.
that sets the standard for the software that's to be built on it, and that's how it's always been. That's how Intel works. Anyone who makes chip manufacturers, all that stuff. But
Yo, who is that? Who is that?
Me.
Somebody's buzzing loud as
That was
hell. Who is that?
Eugene's thing was going nuts.
Eugene,
Yep.
turn your
He bounced.
vibrator off. Go
He
ahead.
bounced
I'm
out.
sorry, Chris.
There you go.
okay, so yeah, they also nailed their promise. So the main promise was like 6 teraflops, so they hit it. They were able to overclock their GPU. They had 40 compute units in it, so it's clocked very high. So it's very impressive. They have advanced cooling in there. They're not just sticking a heat sink and have heat piping in there and hoping for the best. They actually are using a similar method to how the GeForce cards right now, the 1080 is cooled. So that's really impressive. I think a lot of care went into this, and it definitely has all the signatures of, hey, developers, we've made this with you in mind. We've made this for you, and we want you. And look, DirectX 12 is integrated, so if you build your stuff on DirectX 12, it's going to run smooth on the Xbox, and then porting to PC is a no brainer. And then you're in Microsoft's ecosystem. So that's what they really want. That's the gambit that they're running with the Scorpio.
But remember, they talked about how easy it was when they ported Forza over, and I think it was like instantly. It was just like, 100 frames and all this shit. It was just like amazing how like just bring just that base game over, how easy it was at first. Because they said it was basically like done with small amounts of tweaks. They really could just port it over immediately. Which sounds good because that means a lot of developers won't be alienated. The accessibility is like there.
I
Uh,
I think they
you know,
said it took them 2 days to build that
Yep,
Forza
two
Tech.
days.
Cool. But
Yep.
Forza Tech, they called it.
with the ecosystem they've built, it shouldn't be that hard.
I mean, hopefully, you don't want it to be that hard. You don't want it to do like that fucking emotion chip or whatever that PlayStation did, where it was just like, what the fuck? People were trying to develop for it, and they were like, I have to be a Solarian to fucking do this shit. So, but I think that's right. That the opening up to the developers and making that statement that, hey, this shit is going to be just like developing for like a PC, because developing for PC is really just comes down to like making sure you have all these different cards and different setups, that can actually take and adjust to the game. But when you're dealing with Xbox, you're only dealing with the one thing. It's not really changing. So it would make it really easy to go like high levels of fidelity and trying to keep that spike with frame rates, and then trying to do that with Xbox and PC. I think it would be very easy, and it would be very, very opening for them. Um, the problem is they do need the games though.
Yeah, I
My
still think I still think they should have showed off a 30 frames per second game running
on
to
at 60
see
on
to see if it could get a big boost at 4K.
That I can agree because all they showed on the
Well, I mean, Forza is going to run at 60
They
frames
didn't show
right.
nothing.
regardless of hardware.
They didn't show nothing. They showed a picture
the
with some numbers,
screenshot.
a
Well,
screenshot.
I trust that that game's running at 4K 60 frames because they didn't upgrade anything, so it should run on a
But
more powerful thing.
here's my beef. How come they just didn't play the original Forza 6 game? Why did he have to make a port called Forza Tech and say they put, saying they use their Xbox One settings? Why would they do that? Why not use the actual game? If you're showing off, this is where I was kind of disappointed when they revealed it
See, I
because
didn't have a problem with that. I would have preferred
Yeah, it
them
was
to
just
show
like
off something like Forza Horizon 3 would have been a better showcase.
if you're
honestly,
going to
yeah, I'm with Preston. I don't think it mattered if it was like a port or if it was just them putting the Xbox One disc into the Scorpio. I think the whole thing was that look at this game, look how quick it was transferred from this tech to this tech. It
that
took
that
the
don't
developers
And
2 fucking
matter.
days to like.
that's how development's been going lately, though. I mean, people can port games to the Switch in like a week.
It's not
Yeah, that's
about the
amazing.
porting though. See, this is the thing about it. These games are supposed to be backwards compatible, and that's another thing. If people watch that second video, his wording was Xbox One games are backwards compatible, 360 games are backwards compatible. Why do they have to be backwards compatible if this isn't a next generation
Because
console?
it's Microsoft. They want you to buy those fucking games, and so they want you to rebuy the 60 FPS edition
Wait, who said
of
who
this.
said that it was backwards compatible?
The guy that did the digital foundry video, the dude is always talking.
Well, it's
But yeah,
backward
that guy
compatible with
doesn't
360.
Uh,
know. Like he can say one thing and completely mean something else.
If you watch that video, he chose his words carefully. He was, if you have to watch the second video. That and a lot of people
I didn't see
didn't
the
watch.
second one.
Some people,
I only watched the
the
one.
second video is when it was talking about how the Xbox Scorpio can improve the Xbox One games and Xbox 360 games. And if you
Because
listen to his word, he was saying backwards compatible, backwards compatible.
that
But
might
that
also
means
be for lack of a better word, though.
Yeah, it should
You're
it should have
saying.
been more like it,
Should
You
even
know
said
what? Honestly,
forward compatible.
yeah.
yeah,
You know,
forward compatible.
honestly, it still proved a point, which is the new machine is very very capable. You know, and I think that's what a lot of people kind of were banking on. At least the Xbox were. Real gaming fans were just kind of hype altogether, but you know they actually did. You know they proved a point, which is this system will have the power to for developers to do what they want. You know what I'm saying? And it will meet any needs that they have as far as CPU usage, RAM, fucking audio. You know, they basically said this is what this system will do. So, you know, that's why Phil, when he said that it's up to the developers to kind of, you know, take advantage of the system, it really is. You know, that's a kind of a true statement. It is really up to the developers. I mean, if all they make is 2D motherfucking games that are side scrollers, who gives a fuck if it's 12 gigs of RAM? It still don't mean shit, you know, without the games. And I think that's what he meant by that. He wasn't really sliding the system like, you know, trying to put like in people's minds that don't get hyped. I don't think he was saying that. I think he was more like, I'm not a fucking developer. I only try to sell you this box. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that this shit is capable. And if they want to do some shit on here, they can. And
I
you know,
bet you my
I think
money.
that's really yeah, give us that cash. You know, that's what we want. We want that motherfucking money. If you ain't got that money,
See,
you ain't getting the power. Period.
I wasn't impressed with the Real for one reason is because we already knew almost all those specs.
I was
My,
just impressed that it was true. I think that was the most impressiveness because you know all the
Well, I
rumors made
mean,
it seem
they
like it was
can't lie
like,
about it. They have it on their own page on Microsoft.
The
You go to
one
well,
the
thing
no,
I
that,
Xbox
will
page and they're
well,
advertising it as all that same stuff they just revealed.
but
the one thing
Nintendo
I
did
will
too, and they kind of lied a little bit about their processor. So you know, you kind of have to just wait until it's like actually
Well,
proven, and I think that's what it
well,
was.
well, the Nintendo thing is still customized for that console, so it is still technically a customized Tegra. It just cheap ass Tegra.
now my
but check this out though. Check this out
my
though. For them to work in DX12 the way they did, or the way they saying they are,
Yeah, that's
that
great.
is impressive.
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
That is impressive.
When they're making window ports, they could basically do that. Just make those for the Scorpio and just port it from the Windows to the Scorpio.
That would be great for PC to be that lead of development, and then they just port it to the Xbox. That would be, you know, how that would be amazing optimization, and that's all I see that comes from that is the developers will be able to optimize those games better for PC. Because you know, as a PC gamer, sometimes we get fucked up optimization. You know, we have the best computer in the world and it's still running like shit. So you know, it's I can see better optimization, which is like a plus plus plus.
Yeah, I see. What I see is all their first party games are going to be the PC version of the game on the
Uh,
Scorpio
mhm.
Us glorious PC
because
bastards.
that's where they can do all the settings for it already.
You think they'll have customizable settings like PC, like you can turn off
Mm,
AA and shit?
Oh, I'm sure their
not
first
all
party
of them.
games will.
Not all of them. It
I
won't
don't
be
see
all
third
of them.
parties doing a lot of that. They even said in the video it's mostly going to be you can turn 4K or high performance mode on and same stuff the pros doing basically.
Chris, was there something on on the video that kind of like you weren't really happy with, or you thought was better but it wasn't?
No, they with
CPU is my only thing I wasn't impressed with on the
well, yeah,
reveal.
I mean, it's a stepping of the Jaguar, which was to be expected. I thought that they would use the Puma um, update. You know, the Puma's the next stepping,
Yes.
and I think the current Xbox One is using basically the laptop version of Jaguar, just optimized for notebooks. And I thought they would use that stepping of the Beamer processor, and then it would be a little, at least a good distance better than what's in the Pro, but they didn't. They just made optimizations to the Jaguar, and again, I think that was a cost thing to do that.
Yeah, because they didn't want to make that system too goddamn expensive. You know,
Right, right.
gamers at the yeah they uphand $800. Like what the fuck? You know, really?
Well, they just like they said, it's made for the premium customer, which is basically going to be the hardcore the hardcore fan base.
When they say the word premium, that means it costs a whole fucking lot of money. That's when you hear the word premium. For the premium gamer, it's like motherfucker, you trying to say this shit's expensive?
It's
I
because
see
Basically,
it on. I see it between 500 and 600.
exactly. That's what I was
Hmm.
gonna say.
It
would
might
you
be
pay five
more. I
hundred
don't
for it?
know.
Would you pay 500 for it? Would you pay 500, 600
I
for it,
paid. I
Preston?
paid 500 for the launch Xbox with the Force Connect that apparently
Oh
console
God,
couldn't work with. So,
really? You
Check
did
this out
but
that?
though.
You supported
I
that
buy.
bullshit?
I buy all hardware. I have
I
the Switch.
check this out. Check this out though. Check this. I
So
was
when I
watching
talk
a
shit
video
about something,
earlier.
it's because I have experience with it. It's not because it's just there.
Check this
I
out.
don't make up claims about it.
Hold on, Eddie's trying to say
I
something.
was watching. I was watching a video earlier. ODJ something. His name. I forgot the dude's name, but I'm sorry if I messed it up. But he was saying, if you look at this generation alone, and with the Scorpio getting ready to come out, do you really want to buy it right now? Because think about it, a lot of people have bought multiple consoles. Me personally, I've only bought two this generation: the PlayStation 1, the 4, the original, and the Pro. But you have some people that bought the original and the Pro, the original Xbox One and the Xbox One S. You have some people
Damn.
that bought multiple
Hell,
Xbox Ones,
you
and
know,
all of these at top prices now. So think about how much money we are really spending.
I spent thousands of dollars on hardware this generation. I've had the launch PS4.
Damn.
I had the launch PS4, the Uncharted PS4. I still have the Uncharted PS4. I have the PS Pro. I had the launch Xbox. I traded that one in and got another Xbox. And then
God
I traded that
damn,
one
man.
in and I got the white Xbox One S. Now I have the Gears Xbox One S. I traded in the other one, but I got the Gears one as a birthday gift or whatever. I had the Wii U. I have the Switch.
Damn, you make me
I
feel like a broke
own.
ass motherfucker, man. God damn, I ain't spent shit, really. I mean, I bought, I guess because, as a PC dude, it's just like, okay, yeah, I spent maybe a couple $100 on a couple games and shit. I'm trying to think, like, fuck. You
Oh, I
got some
spent.
disposable
Well,
income.
you see, I buy every game too.
Shit, man. Where you work? Y'all hiring?
I
Shit.
work for Frito-Lay. You go put some tips on the show. Come on.
God
I'm,
damn, man. Did they need an IT dude? I can fix their PCs and shit. What they need?
I'm pretty much
Only.
I'm pretty much in competition with their president. I pretty much own all the consoles.
But I know you ain't hiring. Chris, you hiring? Come on, man. I know you know some of them industry dudes, man. I know their computers suck, man. Come on, man. Help me out. um, but you know what? Honestly, like I said, I was impressed. I was skeptical because I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be kind of like whatever, the same shit. But you know what? It really is a step up above the rest. And I just want them to bring it. E3 is coming up, and we're gonna do our like big E3 special too, and live reaction to E3.
All right.
So that's going to be crazy. But you know what? They got everything to lose at E3 and everything to gain at E3. If they come like Sony, what they gonna have to do is just really copy Sony's shit. They just gonna have to go. Here's the motherfucking Scorpio. Okay, you seen it? Games, 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 games. This game, and make sure they say Scorpio, not motherfucking
I
Xbox. They're gonna have to say Scorpio or
see.
whatever it's called.
I'm hoping Sony and Microsoft learn that they need to start streaming it in 4K because they're gonna show off these Scorpio games. You're gonna be like, I
What's the
can't even
point?
tell it's 4K because
Yeah.
it's on a 1080p stream.
And
Kind of
it's
like with the
480p
Pro
streaming and
when they
shit.
revealed the Pro, it was a 1080p stream, and they're trying to show off all these HDR and stuff. I'm like, the video's not even HDR. How the fuck am I supposed to know what I'm looking at?
I don't think they're gonna have Xbox Scorpio games. I think it'll be like
Dude,
PS. I think it'll
but
be like PS Pro. I think it's gonna be like PS Pro enhanced, where they'll put on the thing on the back of it. It's been
see,
enhanced.
they're going to show. I'm 100% sure they're going to show Halo 6 at E3 this year. It's not going to come out
Oh,
this year,
I hope
but
not.
they're going to show that game and what it can do on the Scorpio. Because what
Ugh.
better game to show off than a 1080p 60 frames and 4K at 60 frames?
Call of Duty.
But see, this the thing
Hell
about
no.
it.
Call of Duty, well, Call of Duty is one of the best looking games out there. I don't care what people say. You go
It's
play
the
Call of Duty on the Pro, and that game
I
is
mean,
one of the best looking games I've ever
I mean,
seen.
didn't
But
then
didn't
you realize you playing Call of Duty and you get fucking pissed.
God,
You go,
I
fuck
don't
didn't
mind
this
Call of
game.
Duty.
didn't PS Pro showed that? That's what they showed also when they revealed their Pro. They
Yeah,
showed Call.
they showed
They
a
showed
scene and it looked
they showed.
impressive. But at E3, when Sony has marketing rights to almost every single third party game coming out,
I'm just
it's
saying.
going to be hard for them to show it off.
I'm just saying. They showed. I remember because I remember watching with you guys. They showed Horizon. They showed Call of Duty. Said, look, this is what the Pro can do.
Okay,
But that
but
wasn't at a E3
you're
showcase
right.
either.
That was
No,
that was like
that
their
was
own little
the
thing, wasn't it?
yeah. It was
that
a
was
conference.
the
It was
that's
like a
when they made a
conference.
mistake and had a conference. They shouldn't have had a conference in the first place.
They were trying to
but check
They
this
were
out
trying to
though.
build off the hype. I mean, the hype was still real.
My
Uh,
biggest thing is, my biggest thing is,
People were expecting to be like a big game showcase. They're going to show off all these games, kind of like with the Scorpio. People were like, they're going to show off Red Dead and stuff. I'm like, do you realize how stupid that would be? You really think Star Wars is going to show off their game? They're about to show off in next week on the 15th. They're showing off their game for the first time. They're not going to show it off in the Scorpio reveal.
you think they'll
Come
show?
on.
You don't think they'll show Red Dead on Scorpio reveal?
No, because Sony has full on marketing rights. They announced it the day the game was announced. They announced that
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
they came out like seconds after saying we have marketing rights for this. I was like, damn.
Damn, they was quick to grab that media. Like, oh, don't go to
They're gonna
Microsoft for
show
none of
off the
this.
new Shadow of Mordor. They're gonna show
Yeah,
Shadow of War. That's what they're gonna
Shadow of
show.
Mordor. I think the only big AAA game I know that they have marketing rights to, but Xbox has all their games coming out at the end of the year anyways. They have Crackdown, they have Forza, they have Sea of Thieves,
I don't
You
care
know what
about
would be
those.
crazy? Motherfucking what was the game that got canceled? The big one.
Scale,
Scalebound.
Scarebound.
Scalebound.
They
It
just
comes
come back
back
and
as a
say, you know
Scorpio
what?
exclusive.
Hell yeah, Scorpio exclusive, Scalebound. It was too hard to develop for the one, so Scorpio bound. Wouldn't
the
that be
game
crazy?
couldn't the game couldn't run on the Xbox One, so here's the Scorpio
Right.
version.
Then we have the weird ass, Asian dudes come out, that was better to do. Like, oh fuck, we can't understand nothing these motherfuckers are saying,
Right.
but I get it, I get the passion. I don't know. They really need to bring the games. That's the only thing. They've already proved the box now. Everybody, all the people who cried about it, all the people who cheered and yelled about it, you know what? That hype is now over. Now it comes to show and improve. Microsoft, can you bring the games? Do you have what it takes to make it in this business? Are you gonna fucking sink like a motherfucking Titanic with great hardware? Don't be a piece of shit. Come out with the games, have them look beautiful with the best frame rates in town, and you'll get it. You'll have that piece of the pie. But
Well,
don't come with motherfucking 17 controllers and boring ass fat white dudes. Do not come with that shit at E3. Because I guarantee that all that heat that you've generated now, Microsoft, you will die. You will.
I don't think they're gonna die. I was just saying, I don't think the Scorpio is gonna make or break them. It's just there to
It will.
make money.
I honestly think it will because the hype. You know how people are. People make the hype so big, it's just unfathomable. So it's just like, okay, they're gonna have to kind of live up to that. That's just the public hype meter. They're just gonna have to.
right,
Because
and
you know how.
there,
Go
there-
ahead,
there's
Chris.
there's a couple of factors. So this E3 is going to be not only for gamers like us. It's going to be a showcase for the industry to go, and they really need, like you said, to bring the games with that. Not only that, whatever they have with Crackdown and stuff, not just Forza. Forza's going to run smooth no matter what. It's
Hmm.
those games. It's like the Halos and Crackdown. They really have to show the power of this thing and how impressive it's going to look on the Scorpions.
The
You could do
problem,
that.
The problem with Crackdown is it's supposed to be on the power of the cloud. It shouldn't need the
No,
power of Scorpio.
the power of the cloud was total nonsense. Like,
I was gonna
now,
say, say
now,
what it is, Chris. It's
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you have a capable system, now that's going to go away. Watch that narrative disappear, just like the
Yep.
power of the cloud is going to go to the same place.
They're gonna talk about
Yeah,
cloud saves. That's it. They're gonna be, you can save to the
cause,
cloud.
yeah, because you notice Microsoft and the devs haven't said anything about the cloud when talking about Crackdown.
Yeah, that shit's done. But now the
Because
system is capable enough to just handle that destruction. Because I guess you're supposed to be able to like destroy buildings and shit, right? Like everything can be fucked up.
Well, the whole point of the cloud was they're gonna run each section of the map on a different server. So when the thing is coming down, it will be fully destructional because it's running on the server. It's not actually, for example, you go offline, it's not going to be able to do that. Each section of the map is running on a piece or some server out there. So if the servers go bad, the game's going to be a piece of shit anyways.
Well,
If the
I would
cloud goes
hate for
bad,
that to play like an MMO. If you play an MMO with lag, it's like the worst thing
It's
ever.
the worst
Like,
fucking
yeah,
shit ever.
yeah.
that's
So if
and
Crackdown played like that,
that's
people would
been my
hate
issue with it. Is the whole cloud thing was, well, if one server goes down, then part of that game is already screwed up.
it. Absolutely. So, and it would be bad if Microsoft backed out of the video game industry because you would be left with two Japanese companies, one of which doesn't know where their success is coming from, and the other one that doesn't know what year it is. So we definitely need them to stay in the game.
True. True.
I've never
True.
So
I've never heard
to
a more
me,
true statement.
to me,
Isn't that so
Sony,
fucking true?
to me, Sony and Microsoft are good counterbalances to each other.
I just wish
They'll both
Nintendo
see
would put
what
up a
one and
good
the other is
fight.
doing, and they counterbalance it,
I
and
just
they
want Nintendo.
improve
I
what
just
they're
want
doing
Nintendo
now.
to put up a good fight. I just want them to kind of bring it to E3. I just want them to go, okay, yeah, our system is not as strong, but look at this shit that we have. We have all these IPs coming out. It's not like you got to wait too long. We're gonna flood the market, flood the holiday, flood summer. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. But I sound like a straight up asshole, don't I? Because I'm dreaming. Yeah.
that's all laughing. Because Nintendo sold you, you're like, yeah. You're sitting there preaching like it's got a Vita, baby.
Well, I'll say
Fuck
this:
you,
I
man.
don't think they can do another E3 that's centered around one game
They
like that.
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, watch it comes around, and Mario's the only game they show off.
if they do that, then they're sunk. Like, there's no way. Zelda was. They were able to do that with Zelda. They will not get a second chance at that. They cannot just put Mario. Mario, it's great. It's the only game we've got here.
Well, to be
Right? It's like
fair,
what the fuck.
all the games they showed during the Switch reveal, 90% of them were just trailers. They weren't even gameplay, so at least they can show gameplay for those games.
That's
I
what you're
hope not.
gonna
I don't
see.
want to see fucking arms demonstrated on stage. I
Well,
do not
Xenoblade,
want to.
Xenoblade
Oh,
wasn't
oh yeah, no,
gameplay.
Xenoblade for sure. Now Xenoblade's amazing, but
You
how
got
can they show that?
Xenoblade. They can reveal Metroid. That Metroid doesn't sell huge, but I mean it's a big game that people want
No,
for Nintendo.
what Nintendo need to do, they need to go to Konami and squeeze them titties and be like, please, please bring back some IPs. Fuck the damn Plinko machines, and then get Castlevania. They need to get Castlevania. Castlevania started on Nintendo, and it can damn end on the
Boy,
I
Nintendo.
don't,
Castlevania. I
I don't.
support Castlevania for
Hey
sure.
Eddie, I don't know if you noticed, but ever since they got rid of Kojima, their profits has actually gone up.
Oh, yeah, that ain't good for us.
Yeah, that means mobile
Well,
games on the
they're not
consoles.
mostly a game company anymore, anyways. They more like you said, pachinkos. They care. They have fitness stuff in Japan. They're in real estate. They're doing a bunch of weird shit over
That's why
there.
Kojima was like, "Hell no, I'm out. I can't fuck with this shit."
Hell, the head of Konami didn't even know about games. He didn't even know who Kojima was.
He
Mm-mm.
apologized to Kojima too. He said he was just like
Yeah,
he
he did.
was clueless. Remember, he just said he was clueless, and he
He
understand
did.
the reach that gaming has. It's like, how do you not know? You a fucking stuff shirt. You know about money. You should know what money does. God
No,
damn.
he's Japanese. He should know. Shit,
He really
period.
should.
That's
He
a
really
bullshit.
should know.
That's a bullshit lie. He wants to make say, I didn't know. Nah, that's bullshit, man. Everybody in Japan know Kojima.
Right, he's like big there, so Okay, so general consensus with the Sax box one. We like the specs, right?
I mean, it ain't nothing but just specs, so it ain't really nothing to like.
Yeah, I did wish they would have shown an actual game running on it and not just a photo of it. It would have been
Wish they
cool to
would
Yeah,
show
see
the
Forza
console.
like running because the whole
yeah, I'm with you
thing
on that. It's one game.
they
Give us
were
one fucking game. One.
when you're looking at it, they were at the starting line. They weren't even starting the race yet.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
like
just
still,
there.
it was just a still picture, just
But
still
I
picture.
mean, I honestly, I said this before. I was one of the only people on the podcast who believed it could do 4K. And everyone knows I'm not the biggest fan of Microsoft at the moment. I don't hate them. I support them still. I
You
just
do hate
wish.
them. You hate
I
and
think,
love them.
I think they could do better. There's a lot of things they can be doing better.
I think when it comes time
But
for them to do 4K, a lot of developers are gonna go for like the sparse rendering angle and shit. It's just what I'm saying, make it easier for them to reach what I'm saying, a higher frame rate. Which to
I,
Yeah,
me,
I have
take
no
away
problem with
one thing,
sparse
that's a
rendering.
problem.
frame
It
rates
doesn't
are
bother me.
important. I've
Yeah,
always felt like frame rates were important because some games need higher frame rates just because of all the action and shit. So, like
I
fighting, fighting games and those should be 60.
they
Some more
should
yeah.
cinematic games they could
they,
probably get away with 30, but
the
I don't
definitely
think we're
60.
gonna. I don't think we're gonna get open worlds at 60 frames, native
oh,
4K with all the upgrades and everything. Like people thinking.
now see the
Look
devs
at
shouldn't even feed into the fanboys
GTA.
theory.
Yeah, that shit takes a lot on the PC just to run at 4K.
What you
Yeah,
mean? Oh, at 4K 60. I was gonna say yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's what I
damn,
mean.
what is that?
60 frames and everything. That
Okay, yeah. I was just I'm
it's
like,
gonna
hold up, I'm
be
running like
games
almost
like
there
Red
at 60.
Dead. Games like Red Dead is gonna be tough to get at 60 frames, which I don't mind. I've been playing at. We've been playing 30 frames. How
yeah,
long now in the console like consoles since they've been
for
made?
years. Look, but check this out though. Check this out.
Yeah, we were
I got a
playing
question
games
for
like
Chris.
GoldenEye that were 15 frames per second.
I got a question for Chris real quick. Do you think it's a chance of this thing overheating?
Well, I think they're trying to head that off with
Cooling.
the stabilize the board with the each board is balanced with its chip and the cooling, the advanced cooling, like I said, is similar to the GeForce. They're trying to head that off, so they are really spending the money to make sure that they do not have red ring of death days, like they don't go back to that, like. So I would be really
Oh,
surprised if this
Yeah,
thing overheats, like.
we've
I would
been
be
getting
really
to the
shocked.
point where graphic cards are using a lot less power to be running, well, to be running higher specs and everything.
yeah.
I
It doesn't
think
have to
we're
work
finally,
so hard. That's the
yeah, we're
thing,
getting to the
though.
point where things aren't having to overheat. Like they're not getting as hot because they're not having to work as hard as they would typically need to.
All right, let's
Right.
do our Let's do our
And I
final
think
prediction. Go ahead.
Xbox is. I think that like I don't think the Scorpio is going to change much in the industry, but it is a good view at what can happen in the console space next gen.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let's do our final estimation on cost. We're gonna go from left to
Ooh,
right. Let's start with Austin. Just give us a price. What do you think it's gonna cost?
I think it's gonna be about uh between 6 and 7. I would say.
Chris,
I'd say it can't go over $500.
Terry,
So, yeah.
Probably 600.
Eddie.
601, Bob.
Eugene.
This isn't the Price is Right, Eddie.
Yo,
What you think the price of the Scorpio gonna be?
hmm. I'm going to base this on Microsoft Logic. I'm going to say between 850 and 900.
8,900. Damn. Okay,
Cool.
Mike.
damn, damn, son. Gosh,
Mike.
you're gonna go maybe get a second job.
Six hundred
Right.
dollars.
600. Preston.
I think between anywhere between 500 and 700. I don't think it will be 700 because that's outrageous.
I'm
600.
thinking.
The sweet spot is 500. Like
I'm
if
thinking
they really,
650.
if they want it to be semi-successful, 500 is where it needs to be. People out there saying 450 and 400. I'm like y'all stupid.
I'm thinking six. I'm thinking 650. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a
They're gonna have two
599
SKUs.
model and a 650 model.
Honestly, I think 2 terabytes should be the lowest SKU they have. I don't think they should do a 1 terabyte because if they're really trying to go for 4K and 4K textures and stuff like that,
It's like three
It's gonna
games on your
need.
hard drive and shit.
Yeah, you're gonna need more than 1 terabyte.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So that's the gist of our little Xbox One spat there. Let's go ahead and just jump ship here, and we're gonna go. We're gonna talk about the infamous fucking Mass Effect, BioWare. They released a patch this Thursday. Chris, do you play BioWare? Mass Effect. You play BioWare games? Mass Effect.
Yeah, I've played all the Mass Effect games. I haven't started Andromeda yet, just because I'm trying to clear. I was trying to clear Horizon, and then I jumped back into Dark Souls 3.
Okay,
But
so
I have seen all the video. There's no end of videos online with the janky animations and stuff. So I have seen it for myself.
well, BioWare released a patch this Thursday, and I had
Transgender
a
Pat.
chance. I had a chance to test it out myself, and you know what? It's amazing. It's amazing what just making the eyes better does for a lot of these characters. They also changed a lot of the conversation animations too. So they're just not like fucking like almost in in a trance, just staring at you and shit. They kind of have like movement. What you guys think? Those who got Mass Effect, have you had a chance to try out the patch?
Nah, I gave up on the game.
Not
I
yet.
got bored.
I haven't gotten to the patch yet.
Not yet.
Oop, not yet. Yeah, it came out. So when you load your game up, you're gonna see that there's an update,
How?
and
What's the size of the patch?
I think it's big. I think it's gigantic. It's like what
It's
two
not
gig? Or,
gigantic.
yeah, it's
It was
like 2 or 3 gig. Yeah,
2.25 gigs. I just downloaded it.
and
They
on
had to
PC
change.
is 2.8
So I
gigs
didn't.
on PC.
Just
They
download
don't.
it. You said you're not even gonna play the game.
They
Well,
don't even care about the
I
patch about fixing the eyes.
I
That's not my issue with the game.
Well, they
I
fixed
didn't
a
play.
lot of the
Hold on.
facial animations too. They did. They really did with this patch. Some of it is still kind of scary, but like, the eyes are looking outstanding, and they definitely changed the hair graphics because you remember the hair graphics looked like fucking plastic pube hairs and shit. And then remember they had the black dude physics was bad. Remember the reverse naps? They added that shit, and they
You were just
changed a lot
salty.
of it.
You
I'm
were just
salty,
salty.
man, because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Black people are in sci-fi too. We got more than two hairstyles.
Yeah,
Shit.
they screwed up the whole
It's no
creation
different than them
creator.
giving the
You couldn't
female
even.
characters nothing but freaking ponytail, hairdos. It's
Yeah,
like
four ponytails.
not all women want freaking ponytails. All right, we don't all like our hair pulled back.
And where's the white dude physics? There's no white dude physics either, other than the
Or what
default
girl?
writer.
Or
No,
what
there's
girl?
But
none. There's none.
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
like
You can't play as anything in the game.
Is
I
Mass
want
Just
Effect?
Asian.
fucked up
I
everything.
can do that. I'm rocking the Asian look right now in my game.
I was gonna say. I was like, Terry's like, it's either Asian or black or light
that's what
skin.
it is, or like an Asian black person mix. That's what it looked like in Mass Effect.
So
Yeah,
is Mass
but
Effect actually racist or something? I mean,
well, I'm
is
telling
it?
you, that lead designer was racist than a motherfucker. He hate white people, and he like I'm serious, and he got fired behind it. That's why I think there was some minor sabotage there. I think there was kind of like his lasting impression was like to make it hard to make a white person in the game and shit.
Right.
But I wish he would have helped us black folks out. Damn, you gave me reverse naps.
I
Shit,
mean,
you
they.
didn't say
I
you
mean,
had.
yeah. They could have gave us some better hair.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, it's like I'm literally the naps is in reverse, and then there's a buzz cut that in certain angles it looks like you got scabies and shit, and that pisses me off to no
You can
end.
always go with the Enrique Iglesias haircut,
Man, hell no, man.
or the your boy what's his name what's the other Latino singer? Yeah,
Ricky Martin, you get the Ricky
yeah,
Martin.
yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, Ricky Moore. You can do that haircut too. They got that on now.
She
I call
bang,
it
she
fuck
bang.
boy haircut.
Cheap bang, cheap bang.
I ain't gonna lie to you now. I kind of feel some kind of way about how I know the lead character's supposed to be white, but
Yes, but
you know what I'm saying, it's like it is a lack of white people in this game.
it is,
It's a lack of
man.
white
And
people.
when there is a white person, they look fucked up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And this is coming from a brother just talking about this now. You know, I can't fight racism just on one side. So you know what I'm saying. I mean,
You
it's
gotta fight it
certain like
all. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got to
That is
fight it
dead
all.
ass
You know what
wrong.
I'm saying. And that, yeah, I don't know if that's I don't know if Bioware made it like that because they put a lot of different aliens and stuff in it. But I mean, come on, man. It's they could have like I don't know, man. Like
See, the problem now is it's too late that they're fixing all this. Most people who gonna play the game are basically already playing the game and playing most
yeah,
of the game.
Damn, Chris about to get the Christmas version of this motherfucking game and shit. He hasn't played it yet,
Oh
so his
yeah,
like,
the day one edition just should have been called the early access edition,
Well,
or
they
the EA Greenlight edition. You know, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
green light
all beta
edition.
tested Mass Effect.
I like
right,
it, Chris. The EA light the green light edition.
right.
You gave
They should call it
you gave
beta
us
effect.
you gave us $60 for the green light edition when it should be $10 game.
By $5 to try and shit. Like, god damn, the face animations suck. You know, in the forums, typing the motherfucking developers.
Well,
I
I know
like the patch. Go
when
ahead.
my eyes get tired, I usually look like I'm suffering an epileptic seizure. So, don't you? Isn't that how people normally look when they get tired?
And believe me, man, they were looking like they had frozen epileptic seizures in Mass Effect. Like, dude, you got to see, man. Like, I know before the patch, like, if you look at people walking in the background, their feet are literally like stuck on the floor. So when they walk, it's like they're reverse moonwalking and shit. Like that shit looks bad as fuck.
I hadn't
You
paid
know,
no attention.
dude,
and
look at when you get a chance, just kind of like even like when writers having that conversation, you kind of see people walking in the background. Look at their animations. You will be dying laughing,
hell,
man.
people would disappear and then like there'd be two people pop up in one spot.
Dude, one time, man, I was rolling, man. I got back on the ship and I was headed back to craft a weapon. And sometimes there's NPCs and they're like waiting. They're kind of like standing around and doing their own thing. Well, literally, one of the NPCs, PB, she like it was like as soon as the door opened, you could see her like slide and run into place and act like she's being fucking comfortable. Like, bitch, didn't I just see you come from the right? You like zipped in position, like the game didn't load her up correct yet and shit. It was hilarious. I think I laughed for about 15 minutes behind that shit. I'm like, fuck, I wasn't streaming this. This would have been amazing.
And the
To be
only
to be fair though, everyone's allowed to have their own sonic boom. It's okay. Everyone's allowed to have one.
and like if you haven't noticed all this backlash they've been getting, the game's not selling that great.
Well, it's selling okay. It could do better, but word of mouth, man.
Well, I
People
mean,
got to play it. They were like,
Horizon
what the fuck?
it's the only game in the series that it beat in first week sales was the first Mass Effect, which a game that no one knew what to get when they got it.
But look at the word of mouth difference between the two, between Horizon and Mass Effect. When Horizon came out and people played it, it was just like it's amazing, it's great, it's fun. Look at Mass Effect. When it came out, it was like instantly 100 memes was made and shit. It was just like motherfuckers was just the reviews were funny as fuck and the glitches were hilarious. And I think people were just kind of like, I don't know if I want to invest in that. A lot of people who
Well,
haven't
that's what
played
I was
Mass Effect
saying.
probably
The
did
word of
milk that
mouth hurt
shit.
it.
Hell yeah, it killed it. It destroyed it. That's why the developers are doing shit now.
But
Um,
my thing is, and I think Terry even asked you is, and I think you all seen it. Why was Ubisoft selling it on their sale, like their sale?
I think that was an April Fool's joke.
You think so?
I don't
Probably
know.
was. The game's on sale almost everywhere you go. You can get the game cheap right
Well,
now.
Cause
I think I actually think I saw it on the Xbox Spring Sale, but it's going to be coming up Tuesday for like 60% off.
well, UPlay has it's its own store. I don't think they just sell those games based on their own brand. I think they sell other games too. It's just that they're not Steam. Nobody's gonna fucking look at that and go, "Oh shit, it's on UPlay." Bet. Nobody's saying that fucking shit. They going if it ain't on Steam, we barely want it on motherfucking Origin because Origin suck balls too. But we rather buy it on Origin than UPlay. Who the fuck is gonna buy it on UPlay? You have no friends on UPlay. Raise your hand if you got a ton of friends on UPlay. You can't
I
because we're in
don't.
a chat. But anyway, uh, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's BioWare. I think they need to kind of take a step back and they just need to see like what actually happened there. I know we talked about this too, Preston, about the SJW, part of Bioware, the social justice,
this
and
transgender thing going. They had a
yeah,
pat.
they also plan a transgender patch. Now I'm trying to figure this out, okay? Just help me
How
figure
the
this out. I know
fuck
I'm
did
about to
you know
sound
they
crazy, but I'm
exist,
about to,
bro?
I'm about to lay it down. It's about to get deep here. Okay, remember what happened with Mario when I was explaining how Mario was human and he's with tall humans? What the fuck? I'm about to get deep here, okay? Think about it. A transgender patch, okay? You build your character that's transgendered. So your character used to be a woman, but now it's a man. But when you're building the character, you're building a male character. What? It still doesn't make sense because you're still building a male character from jump.
That's
So how
Predate.
that's
Well,
not
that
what the
doesn't even
patch.
make
no, that's not
fucking
what the patch is
sense.
That's not what
about.
the that's
That
that's
patch is about a
not what the
character
patch at all.
named Kalmar or Halmar or whatever the fuck the guy's
Right.
name. It's a
Kaylee's or
side.
something.
It's a side character
There's
that
a
no
character.
one. It's
Well,
Yeah,
a
they
there's
side
talked they
character
talked about
used.
creative options too. They talked about character creative
Damn.
options too. Like what? So I'm trying to figure out what is that? How do you create the transgender in it? Like how what do you
Well,
do?
all they
Like
gotta do is give it a man's body and have a girl's voice.
Or they
dude,
just
that
Wow.
game would
they
get
just
Oh my
they just
fucking
god.
buried,
they just put
dude.
tits on the
What?
man.
You be running around as a dude and he'll be talking like a female, or
Oh
you be a
god.
female, or you could be a female with a very deep voice, like Vin Diesel.
So
Oh.
they could give a man
You don't
breasts.
think that would be funny in the game?
Dude, that would be the best shit ever, actually. Now that I think about it, do it, BioWare, do that shit.
that's so offensive. No, don't.
That would be I mean, literally, that would be like banned from
Wow.
like fucking being sold. Like, there's no way they could get away with that shit because that's not even how it works. You know what I'm
No, the
saying?
fact that they had to have an apology and make a patch to get rid of some commentary about the character using their dead name, there's no way they would do something like that. No
There's no
way they would
way.
do
There's
that.
just no way
On
I can
it
see
was a
that.
joke, guy.
And I was gonna say I was gonna say developers don't really need to be PC. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be politically correct
I'm I'm
all the
tired of
time.
this whole SJW stuff going on in the industry. I
No
understand
doubt.
there's things to fight, but there's some things that just doesn't need to be
Just leave
fought.
it alone.
This is a freaking side character people are bitching about.
One that has
Literally,
a
it's a
terrible dialogue options too. Like, it's
yeah.
just like, why am I even talking to this person?
It's not even that important to the game.
But you know how some people are, man. You have that small majority of people who have the loudest voices, and they just know how to hit that nerve. They make a certain post, that post goes viral, people latch on to the hate, and then companies have to make adjustments and shit. And yeah, they probably fucked up on that person. I don't know about adding creative options, but I can see them changing some of that text about that specific NPC. But I mean, is it really all that necessary? Maybe. Maybe should they have just been right about it from jump instead of
Well,
bullshitting?
they
Maybe.
got a lot more shit to be worried about than that character.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the fucking walking animations.
Like the
And
fuck.
Cora's ass is not right. I took a long look at her digital ass, and something about it ain't right. It's
It's
like
pretty
it's too
mean.
high on her hip, though. It's like her booty cheeks start on the back of her hips or something. It's like weird. It's like I don't know. It's just like I don't know, something about it's just not doing it for me. That's why I'm trying to get with PB, but I still ain't fucked. Have you fucked yet, Preston?
I knew someone was gonna say it.
Don't get me started on that.
Oh, Preston, you have. All right, good. I don't feel so bad because I haven't got no PB Putang at all. None. And I'm working
Like
hard.
I said, I played almost 27 hours, almost 30 hours, and I'm just like, I ain't getting no poutine, ain't getting no coochie, ain't getting no ass, ain't getting no dick, ain't getting nothing, and
Dang. Oh,
I'm just
you
not feeling it,
you
man.
probably have a better chance of playing Persona 5 and hitting off with somebody than down
Really,
And Persona
Persona got some fucking in it.
and
I
Persona
don't
5 is
know.
gonna be more stylish.
I don't know if it goes that far, but I know you can have a relationship.
At least they walk like an anime character. They don't
Right,
walk with
right.
like shit up their ass. Gosh.
Man, you know they fixed the running animation for your main character. Because remember when you could like if you go side to side really quickly, it looks like you're fucking like you're taking a shit while running. Uh, this one
Yeah,
now
she
you
runs
kind
with
of
her
just look
knees
like a
bent.
now you kind of look like a fucking motorcycle, like you're like leaning from side to side and shit. But it's better. It's it's better than how they had it because that shit. With
How did
the
all this? My thing is, how did all this get through Q&A testing?
I'm telling you, man, that racist ass dude, man, he sabotaged the game, man. He was like, you know what? These white motherfuckers got something coming. And he sabotaged the game. I'm telling you. He was like, these motherfuckers ain't getting shit from
See,
me.
I think EA is trying to make up for the failure that Titanfall 2 became. But Mass Effect, they thought Mass Effect was going to be come out and be huge and help them with their fiscal year. And Titanfall, and it didn't really do anything. Kind of like Titanfall 2.
Man, you know what? Here, but honestly, though, Mass Effect is a good game, though. It really is a good game. It's just that there's just some unbelievably, unacceptably funny ass shit that goes on with that game. It's just like sours some of the experience. Like I said, the eyes are much better now. They track you and shit. It's like now the eyes is like real and creepy and shit, but it looks good though. It does look good.
They're not
Um,
looking off like look. I'm not even gonna say what I said before.
Except like they don't fucking like peyote
Someone
or
you're like
something.
they. It's like someone getting a blowjob, but they're not looking at you.
Wow.
Look me in my eyes. You can look at me in my eyes.
So Terry, is you streaming tonight?
What?
Are you live streaming tonight?
Am I streaming? Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to make it to the stream so I can show you some.
You sure you want us on the stream though, Terry? Are you sure?
It's fine. I'm playing some more of that broken ass Alice, so it should be
Oh
good.
God! Oh God! You talking about that needs a
Alice,
patch? That
Alice,
motherfucker need a
what?
patch.
What game?
Alice
I never. Is
is
it Alice like the Alice in Wonderland Alice or
yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
she fucking
The
like
American McGee
the
Alice.
violent one? Like the
she
violence one?
she
Yeah.
Yeah.
jumps
All right.
stiff with a stick. That's what she does.
Which one, the
That's
first one or the
The
second
first
one?
one.
the first one.
Oh
The first
God.
one is broken as crap. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it'll
Terry, you
it'll be a little entertaining because I rage and I make fun of it, so it should be good.
yeah, I
Look,
laughed wholeheartedly at that last
she
playthrough
stopped
of it.
playing the game altogether and started karaoke.
Oh yeah, that might happen. Who knows? Everybody might troll me and throw me into a karaoke concert again, and
That's crazy when cringe karaoke is better
Look,
than Alice jumps and shit.
she
Yeah.
sang the Power Rangers theme song with the lyrics.
Had me in fucking tears. Like I'm talking about cheeks was wet as fuck. Like I was rolling. I'm like, wow, Terry did this shit.
She's
She did the
entertaining.
Pokemon theme song. I was gonna get her to sing. I was gonna see if I can get her to sing some damn Duran Duran, but she was like one song per person.
I was trying to get her to do Men at Work. I think she did it. I think she did that shit. I
Somebody
got
got her
that
to
in
do something. She was
Sabiawano.
like, "No, I can't do it. I'm just not comfortable." It was some song. It was a 2 hour song.
It's
Hold
like
on
I'm
a
like
sec.
a dog in heat, a freak without warning. I'm like, oh, Terry about to do it. She about to say this bullshit.
Did any of y'all see the whole cyberpunk thing going on right now?
Uh-uh. I
You
no.
talking
seen
about
About
them?
them, they
I
trademarked the word
yeah.
cyberpunk within games, and people are
Well, they
pissed
said it
at
was
them
just
about it.
they said it was just a security measure. Was just to kind of like just to get a jump on the name
Well,
registration. It wasn't
well,
really.
my thing is, all these game companies have trademarks for like stupid shit, like stupid words. Microsoft literally
No,
owns the word Halo in games.
Are you serious?
no, what's the name? Hello Games had to go through hell just to get
No Man's
uh
Sky
yeah, No
or
Man's Sky
Sky.
because somebody had trademark Sky.
Yeah,
Yeah, even Microsoft. Remember, they were using the word Sky. They had SkyDrive and all that stuff, and they changed it to OneDrive for
Oh
this
Right.
yeah,
for this
sure
new
did.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's Sky is a big thing in UK, isn't it?
yeah. There's a company in UK that owns the term, and they probably took it to international court.
It's
Like
like
they
a
took Hello Games
TV
and they took
thing.
Microsoft. It's ridiculous.
Wow, that I didn't know that. What the fuck? You know, how do you trademark the word sky? It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna get sued if I have this conversation with you and shit. If I talk about, I'm gonna have to say up instead of sky and
Man,
shit. Damn.
I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna find out what words aren't damn trademark, and I'm gonna just go ham one day. I'm gonna get paid like everybody. Well, you can't talk,
By
but you can't.
thought, nobody owns the word thought. Copywritten. All right.
I
Nah,
mean, does Sony own the trademark for the word Uncharted?
What? No
they
way.
they tried to
Well,
Sony
I don't
tried to
see any other games use
copyright
the word
Let's Play.
Uncharted.
Sony tried to copyright Let's Play, and people got pissed.
It's like, goddamn, what's if I asking my friend something? Damn, I gotta pay Sony to tell my friend, let's play? God damn. I can't fuck with
Last
that.
of Us Part Two adds Westworld actor Shannon Woodward to its cast. Oh shit!
So, okay, so let's go to our potluck gaming news segment. It's just a bunch of random gaming news shit here. First things first, Spider-Man confirmed for 2017. Are
I
we
don't
are
know.
we hype?
It's not confirmed, but I do think it might come out this year.
I was hoping it'd come out this year as well.
You think
They've
it'll show up at
been
E3, then come out after E3, or before
Ins-
E3?
Insomniac's been working on this before, or around right when they finished what's it called, Sunset Overdrive.
They
So
might
they've been
want
working on the game for a while,
My thinking is they would release it around the movie,
which
like
would
for the
be
So,
cross
which would be
promotion.
June, right?
Blu-ray release.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think they're trying to hit the cross promotion. But
now,
Right.
now E3 is in June, right? June 3rd or something like that. Or June 3rd and 4th.
June.
June 11th or 13th. No, it's like between I think it's the 11th or 13th. I don't remember when E3 is.
I'm gonna have to
I
look up
think
the.
I
I'd have to
think
look
they
it
ought
up.
to
It's
release it
it's the second week.
when Spider-Man: Homecoming comes out on Blu-ray or 4K, whatever you want to call it. That's when the game should release. You should be able to daggone get it.
14th. It's the 14th to the 16th.
No, they're not gonna wait that long. They're not gonna wait till it goes to Blu-ray. You're right. They're
No.
gonna. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be in theaters, and they're gonna build off of the theater hype by releasing that game at the same, around the same time frame. I don't know. I mean, I'm hyped. I want to see what they've done with that game. I mean, they're a pretty competent company. They've done some similar, games in that same vein. So it
If
could be
that
pretty dope.
if
This
that
year,
game comes out this year, they're gonna have to delay one of the other big games this year.
Why?
I don't see them
exactly
releasing.
why.
I don't see them releasing GT Sport, Spider Man, Days Gone, God of War all in one year.
Why?
Why waste?
You hear
Why
this motherfucker?
why waste? Why waste all that market when you could release it in February next year, and
Because
you
maybe
can like Horizon release and their console sales increase.
maybe they already have
You want
next maybe
you
they have
want
next year.
you want year round sales, right? And then they have all their
Yeah.
marketing deals at the end of the year, so that's gonna go with all their marketing deals. They're gonna pay for all that and then pay for all the marketing of their own games.
Well, hold on. That's just like E3's coming in here what in 2 months, and I'm sure they're going to probably if that's what they're going to do. If they're going to release Days Gone and Spider Man and God of War and all those this year. If they do, maybe
Yeah,
they already
GT
have.
Sport, Hellblade, the game
Yeah,
Wild.
maybe they already have planned. For next year what games are coming out.
Mm.
Yeah, but
I think the Wild's
you
gonna come out until
you
next year because we ain't had
you got Last of Us 2 and Death Stranding. I see coming out at the end of next year or 2019. Death Stranding is probably 2019.
You think it's that far
What?
out?
no, I don't
I
think it's that
I
far.
won't. We won't know until we see actual gameplay. I mean, we haven't seen any gameplay.
I would say Death Stranding's out coming out this year.
No, Death
no,
Stranding ain't coming out this year.
I highly doubt that. Yeah.
There
Yeah,
hasn't
that
been
shit's not
enough
coming
stuff
out.
on it to
He
support
literally,
games.
I think he just started working on the game this year, like
Yeah, I
fully.
don't think. Yeah, I don't think that shit's coming out. But I don't know. People have been trying to convince me of God of War. I'm like, I don't know
Well,
if
they
God of
already
War
started
coming out this
marketing
year.
it,
But
and
see,
it's
the reason
already
why people are saying God of War because the lead voice actor has it on his Twitter for God of War 2017.
everything's pointed towards that game coming out this
Man,
year.
y'all trying to
It's
make me
already
buy a
playable.
PlayStation.
Man,
Y'all
Here's
they've
trying to
already
make me buy a PlayStation because God of War is
see
that's one of my favorite franchises of all time. I'm just like,
Man,
God damn.
you
they're
know,
already marketing the game.
you know
They
that
said
Huh?
if
it's
God,
playable.
you know that if they drop God of War this year, you're gonna go buy it. You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to fucking get it. PlayStation 4 Pro with motherfucking God of War bundle.
They should just
Fuck.
trash that series.
you see how
What?
he changed the
Hold on.
name
Austin
How
of
do you
doesn't
it.
like God of War.
how do you kick a motherfucker out of chat? I'm trying to figure out how do you kick him out. I can't kick Austin.
Yo, yo, where's that button? Cole, you're stupid. Where's that
Oh
button?
yeah, yeah. I can at least have him earn a motherfucking button. Yeah, here we go.
Cole, you stupid.
No, Austin just doesn't like God of War. He
No,
doesn't
it's not
like.
even that. It's so played out, and they put him into a brand new universe for no reason other than to sell it. Only reason he's in the game is so that they can sell it as a God of War game.
Wait a minute. So, what do you think about the Halo series?
What about the Halo series?
I mean, I need your opinion on the Halo because you think God of War is trash. I'm
I
pretty
can't
No,
sure
but
you
stand
think
it.
Halo is trash.
Ugh.
they ended God of War, and then they were like, oh, he killed all the gods, and now they're giving him new gods to kill because they killed all the other ones. So they put him
All
into
right,
a new
No, but
separate universe. They could have made into a new IP.
if you
all
watch the
right,
post scene credits, his body was moved.
all
So
right.
Yeah.
therefore, it was
No,
always that hope that it could be another one.
stop. Pause. Let's rewind. I'm gonna say something like Terry. I'm gonna say something like Terry said. It's just like what you're saying right there, Austin, about Gears of War. We watched the whole destruction of Gears of War 3. Why, as Terry said, why bring Gears of War 4?
There was no need for freaking four. That was done. They had it done. They just brought on another one just to make money, and they made a stupid ass story to do it.
Exactly.
So you think God of War should be done?
Yeah, absolutely. They should have made it a brand new IP, and they could have. And
Cole, you stupid.
Danny, this is going to be the whole Switch situation all over again. Don't even
Hey,
realize.
You said I'm about to post a motherfucking crying Jordan on a Kratos face and shit. Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
yeah.
I bet that game comes out to critical acclaim.
I say you at least got to find out what the whole story is about first.
The
Then
first game
make
is a
the
beat 'em up. Half part of the game is like top down shooter.
Well,
what they
I
doing with
think I think most of the game you're going to be training his son to become him.
Oh, that sounds fun. You're the living tutorial. Oh, great.
Games can do it.
He said the living tutorial.
But see,
I'm hashtagging this shit out of that on Twitter.
they could have put Kratos in any world afterwards. They could have put him in Egypt or say the Norse mythology shit. So I mean, they went with the Norse mythology because of the they had like I guess more enemies or some shit.
But they could have just made a new character and put him in the same situation.
But
Just a
it's
Then,
But
like
but
different.
that's
then a lot of people,
that,
what would happen right
that's
there?
what the whole point of coming the kid.
A lot of people would have been like, "This should have been God of War." Like them knowing Sony Santa Monica made it, they'd have been wanting that to be God of War
God of War.
instead
They
of
want
a new
Kratos on that
IP.
motherfucker for sure.
So it was a win lose situation, basically. It was like
I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped in a bitch when he
damn
stepped out from
near
the
damn.
motherfucking shadows, and
oh
it was
hell yeah.
motherfucking Kratos. I was hype as fuck. I was like, ah! My wife was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "It's Kratos." She's like, "Who?" I'm like, "Kratos,
Man,
motherfucking
during
God of
that whole
War." Shit.
I'll laugh if they pull a Horizon and he'll just be in the beginning training the kid with the tutorial, and
Oh
then you plays the
my
kid
That
the whole game and he dies.
that
god.
would
I
be
think
pretty.
I think
Like it
that'd be
does.
awesome.
I think that'd be awesome. But I can see Danny right now crying. Kratos like dies towards the beginning of the game.
I'll be balling my motherfucking ass off and shit.
I can see him
Crying like a
dying. I could
motherfucker.
if he's gonna die, he'll probably die midway through the game.
I'll
it'll
just
be
put the fucking controller down and walk away. Like, fuck it.
but that would be dope though. That would be dope. You can carry on the God of War name. It just won't be Kratos. And
Nah, that won't be
nah, that'll
dope.
be
Don't
dope.
worry, you can still have your flashbacks because God of War loves flashbacks and going
Yup.
backwards. So you can
That'd be
live,
dope.
you can live through that.
Look, check this out.
He's gonna be pack up his PlayStation 4 like I want
Look, check this
I'm
out.
like,
it was
I
upgrade
would have trade this in for
for the Switch.
motherfucking arms.
For the Switch.
Can I get a copy of arms? Can I get a copy of Legend of Zelda and
Look,
Switch?
I'm gonna tell you right now because when The Last of Us 2 come out, a lot of people are gonna be disappointed with The Last of Us 2 because if you don't believe me, Joel is dead in The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, but
So why
Last
not
of
just
Us
get
2.
people ready for that and just kill Kratos? Just kill him.
Uh, I don't care if
Never.
Joe's dead.
He's not dead. He's not
He's not
dead.
dead. He's not dead.
He
I'm
If
didn't
trying to
die.
tell
Joe,
y'all,
if he is dead, I wouldn't even care. But
No,
Troy
he's not dead.
you think
Troy
Any
Kratos is
Baker's
moment, any
mad?
moment, Quiet's gonna go ballistic in the chat for this thing, and he's gonna be all over right now. He's like the most
I'm trying to
hardcore
tell
Last of
you
Us fan. He's gonna go rampant
Yeah.
in there any
what
moment
would
as soon
send
as he gets
Ellie
caught up.
into a
see,
rage.
I'm happy I get to play as Ellie now. I prefer playing
What
as
would piss
Ellie.
Ellie off? Think about it. What would really piss Ellie off? What would piss her off to the point where she's ready to kill everybody?
So, someone probably raped her.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, man.
Wow.
They
Hold up.
they flat out said this game's gonna be
Isn't she
dark.
getting revenge on the Fireflies or whatever the heck they're called?
They flat out said this game's gonna be dark. They did something to
But
her.
see, this is the thing about it. Joel lied to her at the end. So she ain't mad at the Fireflies. The only thing that could piss her off is if Joel dies.
Mm, I doubt it. I doubt it. He's got the same power God of War got. You know what I'm
You want
saying?
to bet? You want to bet?
I think he has the ashes of dead zombies and shit on his body, and he's gonna like
Let's make a
come
bet.
back.
She's gonna rip off the shirt, come out with like a 10 pack.
It's gonna be like extra buff as fuck with 2 chains. Yeah.
I think that'd be dope if they kill Kratos. I think it'd be dope because I mean,
Never.
like Austin said, you know what I'm saying, you can't keep
Yeah,
on killing the damn dead horse when it's down.
Never.
You know,
Never. Kratos
I
must
think Master
live.
Chief needs to
He
finally
must
die
make
and let
this
Lot take
money.
over.
Kratos must make the money. By the gods, I will line your
That'll
pocket,
be
Sony.
That'll be the biggest twist in
Don't
gaming
lie, your
history. It'll be the biggest twist in gaming history if you go ahead and you kill Kratos, Master Chief, and shit. Snake is already dead. Shit,
See,
we ain't never play another Metal Gear game. But if you kill off the main
that's
characters and start their franchises with new characters,
that's my
that'd
other
be
big
dope.
beef. I mean, we saw Halo in Halo 3, Master Chief. The Master Chief died, and then they're gonna make Halo 4, Halo
Bruh,
5, and
they
now they're getting
can't
Halo
they
6.
can't they can't do Halo without Master Chief. Did you not see how Halo 5 you got criticized for not
Yeah,
having
they
enough
did too
Master
do a
Chief?
Halo without Master Chief. What's damn Halo
Halo 3
Halo
Ops.
whatever and
It's not
Halo
a full
Reach?
game though. I don't
Yeah,
consider
that
that.
was
That
a
Halo.
that
strategy
game,
RTS.
That's
that
not
game was
a
never.
no. Ops is a shooter. It's not an
No,
RTS.
which one was
I'm
the
saying
RTS?
Halo Reach.
Oh,
Halo 3
Reach.
Ops is
Halo
the
Reach.
guy who with Nathan Fillion as the
Oh
voice. The
yeah,
dude
yeah,
who
okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
he's doing the voice for the character in Destiny 2.
Mm. Anybody hype for Destiny 2? We got Destiny 2 fans out there. Do we need it? Do we care?
Of course.
I'm
I
probably gonna
don't.
get it, but I'm not hyped. I'm not
Already
hyped.
pre-ordered.
I'm thinking about getting it just because I have friends that are gonna play it. It's
I
only
personally, I personally think this one's going to be what the first one should have been. So I'm actually excited for it.
Yeah,
See,
if they do it
hopefully.
right, that'd be amazing. But
They don't have all the legal troubles that they had with the first one. All that shit's out of the way. They don't have to rip out story. They don't have to rip out anything. They can just have the game.
Well, I hope that
Chris,
it because with the first one they tried to make it weird, where they tried to make you look for the lore and stuff, and made it more of an MMO kind of deal. But
And they get criticized hardcore for it.
oh yeah,
Chris, did you play the first one?
Oh no, I skipped it. I was not interested in an MMO light for consoles. But I mean, the second one, I agree with everyone. I think this is the game they wanted to have, which threw the 10-year plan right out the fucking window. They're like, oh, sequel. What has it been? 2 minutes? Destiny 2?
See,
You
I'm
guys
not.
had 5 DLCs. It was worth it.
I'm not even sure how a 10-year thing would work with a game like Destiny.
That's impossible.
Just keep
That shit's hard
releasing,
as fuck.
there are
just keep
still
releasing
people going
extensions every
hardcore
year.
on Destiny though. Like
I think they had the
Destiny's
same vision
huge.
as like WoW. I think they had that same type of vision where it was like it's gonna be this one game, but we'll do like hella expansions for it.
Yeah.
But it
All
didn't pan out because it just wasn't gripping enough. It didn't make me want to play for fucking 10 years. Shit.
yeah, all the hate that game got. That game is still huge. People
See,
are
this is the
still
thing about
there's
it,
a
Oh
y'all.
yeah.
ton of people still playing that game.
You can't plan a 10-year game and then turn around and say, "Oh, we're gonna have a part two." That's where they failed at.
I don't think people are gonna care.
Yeah, they
No,
don't
they'll
care. All
buy
they
that
know is
one.
it's more
Yeah.
most
fucking Destiny and different
most people
shit.
don't most people don't even know there is a 10-year-old deal.
It's just
Come
like
on.
yeah, it's just like Diablo 3. How old is Diablo 3? And you're just now adding
Yeah, Diablo's
Necromancer
been
to
out
it.
for. Yeah, they've been out for a little bit, and they released a
They're
lot of
still
expansions.
supporting they're still supporting Diablo 2.
I know.
But they just added, like I said, they just added the Necromancer to Diablo 3.
I know, which is kind of he ain't all that great. I mean,
But I mean, people are still, putting their time and grinding on that game. I know people are.
I played a little bit. I jumped back into it when he got released, but I was just like, I realized why I stopped playing. I'm like, okay, I'm just doing a bunch of fucking clicking for 4 hours, and I don't feel like doing this shit anymore. So you know,
I mean, it's like
I,
the division though too,
Well, that's what
though.
people do in freaking League of Legends. It's click, 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 and they do that for hours on end.
Yeah,
I
it's
no, I
I
tried
played
to.
League of Legends. I couldn't get into it.
it's like the division also. I know, me and Terry know a person that still does the daily every week on the division.
Why?
Wow.
He's
Daily.
very that person's very dedicated. Man, I
He,
played the game for like a week and I gave up on it.
Yeah,
Man,
I
after I
gave up
beat
on
the
it too. Shit.
helicopter, after I beat the helicopter boss, that was it. I was like, really, a helicopter? I mean,
Well,
they could
I
have put.
fucking I got to the end. I mean, I got to level 30, and I got to the end game and shit. But like after that, it was just like it just died because the like I said, the dark zone is fucked up,
It's
and
broken.
that shit was
Broken.
so fucking
Yo,
broken.
it
It
be
was
it be
unreal.
motherfuckers. It be motherfuckers hiding, right? And you come out and you like, okay, I got some loot. I'm ready to call this in. As soon as you call in the helicopter, all hell breaks loose.
What
If you
remember I
have
was
a
talking about this
team,
before on the other shit. Motherfuckers was glitching through the dark zone. Like they had their guns in the dark zone, but they weren't in there. So
Yeah,
they were
people
just
were
wrecking you and shit. And you can't do
hell.
nothing. Like the
People were
fuck.
cheating on consoles.
I
yeah,
know it was all you had to do. It wasn't even like a code. You just had to like position yourself, and you were like in the dark zone. Like what the fuck? This is not good. And you can farm XP. Dudes was like level 30 in like 2 minutes and shit. Uh, so that was what fucked that up. Okay, let's go. What is the next game we have here? Persona 5. We talked about that. Eddie, you playing that right now, right?
yes, sir.
So, like, is there something right now that you don't like about it? Like, is there something that's kind of like you still love the game, but you're thinking this could be better? What is it?
If they could cut down on the dialogue just a little bit. But the good thing about that is you have the fast forward button. So once you get the gist of what you got to do
Hmm.
for a mission, or what I'm saying, the part of the story or whatever, you can just hit the option button and it'll skim through everything until you get ready to go up to, you do what you got to do. Other than that, having fun.
Sorry.
The story is very interesting. This is my first Persona 5, or my first Persona game that I'm actually into, and I feel like my money was well spent.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Sorry about the
See,
laughing there, Eddie. Sorry about the laughing. I was reminding me of Terry right there because when you said dialogue, coming down to dialogue, I watched her last week on Tuesday doing Mass Effect. She's like, went to talk to somebody. Yep, you don't matter to me. Skip. Yep, that don't matter to me. Skip. Nope, you don't matter to me. Skip.
Exactly.
Hell, in
Yes,
Mass
I don't
Effect,
want. She's like, I
in
don't want
Mass
to talk to you. Skip.
in Mass Effect, I played I play background music while I'm playing the game because I don't care for the voice acting in the game.
I just hit X really quick. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this IT person.
Yeah,
I just want to
if
get the
they're an
goddamn.
inconsequential character, I skip it. If they're a race I don't give a damn about, I skip it. Like I don't care
Yeah.
anymore.
She's out there. Skip.
The game doesn't make you care.
If
Well,
it,
you ain't gonna
if
have that
it's
problem
a,
with Persona because you can skip that shit.
if it's
Eddie, the battles. Now, I heard they're like, because I don't know. You said you've played older Persona games. I know how Persona's battles are. They're really really stylish. Is it on that
Very
level? Like,
fast
is it
paced.
like fast paced? And now the
it's
music.
it's it's pretty
The,
fat. The music. Okay, just like you said about last, I think it was last podcast we did, and you was like it had the music kind of remind you of what they did in Marvel versus Capcom
Remember, I'm
2.
gonna take you for a ride. Remember
Yeah,
that shit?
it it
Yeah.
it has that sound, you know what I'm saying, going with it, which is cool.
I
The
love that
battle
shit.
the battles is pretty fast paced. The animation, all of that. I still don't think I've seen like the best part of it yet because I haven't beaten the first boss.
Oh
And
yeah, you got a long ways to go.
yeah, I mean, I'm just not finding out. It's gonna take a while for me to beat the first boss.
It's like 60 hours or something like that, right? Or 100 hours, some shit like that.
I don't know how many hours the game is long, but
It's about
I'll put it
90
to
to
you.
100.
I'll put it to you this way:
Fuck.
if Sony was
A
to get on
long
my ass
game.
to tell now, I would be good.
Okay, next up, Nintendo announced that Legend of Zelda will be open from now on. That's what it'll be.
What?
It'll always be open. What you guys think? Those who have played Breath of the Wild, you think it's worth it to stay but keep it open, or should they go back to the old formula?
Have
Apparently the industry thinks so. So why
haven't they
not?
always kind of been open? I mean, I played
Yeah,
Ocarina
they've
of
always
Time
been
when that
kind of
was
open,
open,
honestly.
and what's the name? What was the Twilight Princess was kind of open world. I didn't
What
play
I think
Wind Waker.
Nintendo has interesting definitions for everything. I don't think when they say open world and we're thinking like, well, in GTA I can run up this mountain and drive a car off of it. They're not thinking that. What they mean by open is there isn't a tiny little fairy yelling at you and telling you where to go. That's what they consider open. Or
Okay.
Midna or any of that bullshit where it's like, hey, listen, no, you listen, you fucking fair, get out of my face. Now it's like I'll do what I want, right? So that's a yeah. There you go.
Nah, that was irritating in Twilight Princess.
And
And then I think every time it said something, you will get ready to turn into a wolf, which took all the fun out.
Yeah, I didn't like the wolf sections of it. I liked everything else, but the wolf sections kind of brought it down for me. I don't
It
know.
didn't taste
Open,
as good.
I don't
I
mind the
love it.
open world if they actually fill it with things to do besides shrines.
Danny,
Yes,
why are you still not playing this on your PC?
because I'm trying to be.
I mean, you sit there
Because
bragging
remember,
me.
remember,
Hold on,
motherfucking
stop.
Eugene. Remember Eugene tried to call me out talking about I'm a filthy fucking elitist. All I do is download games and steal them and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to prove his bitch ass wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, look, I am not gonna fucking steal Legend of Zelda. I saw the videos. Honestly, I almost had to cut my hand off from downloading it because it was like they got it at 4K at 60 fucking FPS. Well, no, they said it was hovering between 40 and 60 depending on your system. On PC, run it great. I'm like, it takes everything in my fucking power not to download Legend of Zelda right now. You
He's
don't
over here
even know.
holding his hands.
I got the
No,
emulator. I
no.
I got the emulator. I
Do
downloaded the
it.
emulator and I said,
Then
all
do it.
right. I said, all right. I downloaded. What did I download? Super Mario 3D World. I said, I just want to test it to see if this is fucking true. So I downloaded Super Mario 3D World. I put it in the emulator, and that motherfucker runs amazing. And I just deleted it. I couldn't see it. I'm like, I can't fucking be here with this. Because if this is running this good on a Wii U emulator, I'm getting Legend of Zelda, and that was my
It's
whole thought. But I don't want to do it. I deleted it. I can't do it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna support Nintendo, and when I get a chance, I'm gonna buy it. Period.
it's running better than it is on the Switch. So
I know that's the whole thing that's killing me. It's like best on
you
PC. I
you
saw a
run into
post that
you run into a forest in the game and the frame rate goes goes all the way to
Stop that.
they were showing.
I got a question for you.
I watched the video on YouTube, and the dude was like, "Check out this shit." He was like, "It's built for PC," and he was playing motherfucking Legend of Zelda, and it was just like beautiful. I had to just like leave. Like I just get
yeah,
up off my
well,
computer.
I
what you
got
could
a
do to alleviate your soul is buy the download it and play it. But every time you play it, you must lick the Switch cartridge
There
every
you
time.
go.
that should be an equal balance.
I licked
Hey,
one and that shit is nasty.
let me tell you this.
It's
Do
it
you
is
think
nasty.
Do you think Nintendo should be selling their games at $60?
Yes, we already had the debate. It's a
I
full game,
asked
even though
Chris.
it's
I didn't
tiny.
ask you. I
They
asked
they
Chris.
have to.
I
They have to because their cartridge costs more money than a fucking
I
disc.
asked somebody who used to work for Nintendo, not Chris.
I think he's putting that question to Chris.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
A game based on it, besides the technology, based on its merits, like Zelda has been baking a long damn time, so I would think they earned that $60 from.
Exactly.
Uh, but Danny, should 1-2 switch be 50?
Oh
That
hell
should
no!
Okay then.
Absolutely not.
that that should
I
have been
think
free.
I
One
think
two
one two
switch
switch
should
is
be
hard to be
canceled. They should just
patented.
totally cancel it. Peter should go up
No,
there with fucking plastic udders and say
Oh,
your degradation of cow's titty, and just go up there
Bom-
and march that shit. You know,
I
Danny,
just
think
don't
shut
even
that
all
fucking.
the
lie.
games on there
Bomberman's too
besides
expensive,
that.
in my opinion, for what they give you.
What was you about to say,
Danny,
Austin?
Danny, we all know that at E3 you want Nintendo to show 1-2 switch part 2.
Oh shit!
The sequel.
One
One
two
two one
switch
two three
two.
switch.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be it's gonna be
you want
double the HD rumble.
you want 1-2-3 switch. That's what you want.
I
You said
mean,
it's gonna, you get the milk a human titty. Is that what it is? You just like.
You get to milk Nintendo for the
yeah,
franchise.
No, you get to play Red Rocket.
Oh shit! I keep thinking about that salty ass moment when I thought Red Dead Redemption was coming out on fucking
That
Switch,
was funny.
Why you
and
serious?
and it was live streamed of my fucking failure. Yeah, I'd
Are you
never be able to
serious,
get that
dude?
back. Yeah,
Yes, he
dude, I was
did.
hyped in a bitch, man. During that
Danny,
fucking
hold
reveal,
on.
man, they showed
What?
those two cowboys, man.
No,
I
no,
was
no, no, no,
like,
no, 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 no,
let's
no. Hold on.
go, and it
Why do you
wasn't.
have to have control of the soundboard? Because you need to play a code. You stupid.
I already hit myself. I already hit myself.
Cole, you stupid.
I don't care.
Eddie, I was coaching him down. I was like, Eddie, this is not Red
He
Dead
said,
Redemption.
dude, this is not fucking Red Dead Redemption. I said, yes, the fuck it is. Look at the characters. Let's go. And then all of a sudden they
Rockstar wouldn't
zoomed
do
out.
something stupid like that.
Rockstar is not gonna try to lose any money. They
Dude,
winners.
you talking about embarrassed, man. I was so fucking embarrassed, man. All right, next up, we got Quake Champions. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Quake has a new game coming out, and they released a beta, which, I think I got
It'll be
Big Mike
PC
in
only.
trouble and shit. But he hooked me up with the fucking closed beta of it, and honestly, it's great. It reminds me of the old Quake. I don't
It's
know if you
gonna
guys
be
ever
a
played that.
Wait a
it's
minute,
gonna
you
be
got Mike
a
in trouble, man.
Yeah, I
yeah.
got
He got
Mike
in
in
trouble
trouble.
with Stephanie. Or I'm
Cause I
not
was like,
gonna stop
Mike, thank you
names.
for the hookup. And Stephanie got on the shit and was like, fuck you. You know, you've aged, you suck. You didn't give me my game. I gave you our game. Fuck you.
Hey,
And
every right.
she did. She did. And hopefully she'll get her game. But yeah, I was playing a little bit of it, and it does. I don't know, Chris. Me and you probably in the same age bracket. I don't know about these guys here, but have you played Quake? The old
I
school
played
Quake?
Quake.
I played all of them. I mean,
I played him.
one of my first forays into multiplayer team shooters was Quake 2, especially when
Quake
you got the
2.
they capture the flag modes. I played that like daily.
You know
You
they
know,
brought that back. They brought the capture. It's locked, but when you go to the beta, you can see it as an option.
no, that's great.
That's
Oh,
great, man.
See
But
what
I
I
must say, I'm getting my booty clapped in it though.
well, yeah,
You know.
that's what I needed. I needed the geriatric team shooter because I'm too old for Overwatch. So like, hey, you remember Quake, Grandpa? I'm like, oh yeah, right. That came after Atari. Okay.
I'm telling you, youngsters, you will get wrecked. You youngsters, us old fucking fogies, wrecking these young dudes. But
see
no, honestly,
Red.
I was getting fucking wrecked in Quake. Though it was like I spawn in, and all of a sudden I see that blood splatter. Like, what the fuck? I lost my edge on this shit. Uh,
See the way I've been looking at it is Bethesda's outside studio has been killing it. They're better than the internal studio now, in my opinion.
Because they're the ones who worked on Quake, right? They're the ones who kind of put it together and
ID
shit.
Software.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
the
did. Yeah,
id
sure
people who made
did.
Doom.
Sure did.
That's why it's so
Doom was
smooth.
great too, though. Doom was
Yeah,
really
Doom
good.
was smooth as hell.
But I
My
must say this, it's amazing. It really is. It brings you back. Like what I was telling you earlier, Chris. It really does bring you back to like two. It's like they took two and like everything that was great about it, and then like brought it to today's standards. It's definitely more accessible.
God, dog,
Holy
who breathing in that
fuck!
mic?
Yeah.
Get the mic out your ass when you fart and put it on the top of your head so we can motherfucking hear you.
that was my arm. I was popping my arm.
Oh, well,
You said that was your arm? Was that
I
really your
popped my
arm?
elbow. Yeah, I popped my
Why the
elbow.
fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Hey, didn't you want me to send you a videotape of me videotaping myself? Popping my arms just for you.
what do you do?
S-
Breathe
s-
when you
s-
pop your arm or something?
s-
Like, woo!
Well,
Is
when
that what you
you
got to
when you throw
swallow?
your arm when you throw your arm to the side, yes, your microphone's gonna jump.
Uh,
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god.
It's
Stop
okay.
fucking lying.
I'll send you a video, Danny, just for you, and I'll pose in it for you. I'll make sure it looks sexy and everything, just for you.
well,
oh God.
okay, Bulletstorm. Bulletstorm has been re-released. I think it's called
Ain't
Full
this
Clip Edition. I had to jump ship.
ain't
I had
this
to
the
climb
one
out
with
that
Duke
box.
Nukem on?
I,
Isn't Duke Nukem in this game?
yes,
Yes,
if you
yes.
if you pre-order it,
if you pre-ordered it.
Pre-order, and you can play as him, I believe.
that's
Honestly, I think
exclusive.
that's fucking dope. Bulletstorm. I
I
don't know if you guys have played it.
Man,
I
Duke
loved
Nukem
it.
died 30 years ago, man. Go ahead.
No, I don't. I don't think him being in the game's not stupid. I think it being a pre-order bonus is stupid. He should just be in the fucking
It
game.
just be in the fucking game. This game has already been re-released
No,
twice.
It's a
why didn't they just
remaster.
name it Duke
Hold on,
Nukem
you know,
Bulletstorm?
but you know what I know. Eventually, give it about a month or two, they'll throw them in there where you buy them for like $10.
DOT.
Yeah, they'll throw them in there for like
Yeah,
$10. Like say here, you give us
we
ten
are
bucks, you can have them.
we out here buying DLC for fucking games that came out a decade ago.
What if Bulletstorm was
Right.
really?
I
What
mean,
if Bulletstorm was actually another Duke Nukem game? They took him out. Like,
nah.
don't list it because he's
You know
bad for
what?
business.
Actually, it kind of is ish. Like it's definitely like raunchy enough for
It's
him.
a Cliff Blazinski game. That's what it is.
But you know what? Honestly, it is good though. Like I honestly like that type of shit. Like fits that game. With that fucking cyber whip, and you can grab somebody from far, shoot them in the face in slow motion and shit. That shit's pretty dope. It's just one of those games that kind of was underrated. It should have got a little more publicity than it did because it was actually really good. It had some tight shooting mechanics. It was fun. It was definitely a ton of cussing, which I love because I'm a motherfucking dirty mouth. So, I was supporting it all the
Oh,
way.
if you like cussing, then you need to play Persona 5 because these dudes cuss like we cuss on the
Oh,
regular.
God, don't make me
I'm
motherfucking
saying,
get a PS4, man.
I'm
I'm
They
saying,
trying to wait.
dog.
They said
Look,
there's rumblings of the PC version. I'm trying to wait and make sure that's
JB,
confirmed.
look,
Don't make me do it.
look. One of the students was talking shit to the gym teacher, and the gym teacher just called him a bitch.
but
10 out of 10 up in this motherfucker. Hell yeah.
if you like cussing in games, they cuss bad.
Hey
Damn.
Austin. Hey Austin, you gonna pick up Persona?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been asking people about it, so
Have you played any of them?
no, not at all.
Oh,
Uh,
shit. You
so
got a
I don't know if
Vita?
I could recommend it to you or not.
You got a Vita,
No, I
Austin?
don't. No.
Oh, well, shit.
You have a 3DS though, right?
Yeah.
You play Sam. I can't even say the fucking name right now. Sam Megami Tensei.
No, I haven't.
Do you have a
Uh,
good PC?
Try to play one of those and see if you like it. Then you might like Persona. Even though Persona is more of a life sim than it is what
Do you have a
Sam.
good PC, Austin?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
yeah.
Well, here's what you do. Do what Eugene always hates. Become a fucking filthy elitist. Get the emulator for PlayStation and download Persona. I think it was 4. And of course, if your PC's dope, you can bump up the graphics and shit and play that. Play Persona 4, and then that'll tell you what to expect in the fifth one. Because I love the Persona series. I think it's one of the best RPGs. Honestly, just because of the music and the stylish fighting mechanics and shit, it's not boring. And sometimes RPGs, they'll be fun at first, and then sometimes they kind of drag on. But Persona kind of kept up the pace. So I think you'll like it, dude. I think you'll like it. Eddie's having fun with his
Do
right now.
you
I'm
do
fucking
you?
shitty.
Yeah,
My thing is, do you
I'm
like
like I'm loving it.
do you like anime?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay, you'll like Persona then, because this shit is just like playing an anime, and I ain't talking about like Dragon Ball and nothing like that. I'm talking about like if you playing down, it's like it's got some like Death Note and all of that in it. It's kind of with an undertone like that with it.
Do you have a
Okay.
red box, Austin, up there
No.
in Canada?
Well,
What?
yeah, they're around, but I don't use them.
See if you can find Persona and just give it a try.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll probably just end up
It's
buying it anyways.
Man, like I said, me and Eddie are loving it, but I don't know if you would like it or not. There's a
I
lot of
think
reading, if you don't
I think
mind
he'll
reading.
fucking hate it. I don't know. Austin may hate it. He may be like, "Fuck this shit." I'm wrecking everybody on the cast for recommending this shit.
So I play
Next up, we
everything.
got State of
Because
Decay.
my character is John Cena, so I'm
Look,
good.
State of Decay was the sequel. They said it will be 3 times bigger than the original. Three
That's
Excellent.
giant
that's
maps in total.
yeah.
Have you guys played State of Decay?
it was
Yeah.
Yes.
the buggiest game I've ever played.
Dude, that game was so fucking great, man. I love
Believe
that
it.
game, man.
The game is good. I just they hopefully with this one they fix all the technical issues. You got to remember this game is made by an indie studio. It's an indie game. It's an
But it's
open
so
world indie game,
That game
and they
beat the
did a
shit out
great
of me.
job. They did a great job with the first game. They just need to fix their technical issues.
But you know what? They listened to a lot of the players too during the technical effects that was
Yeah,
bad.
was
They
in the
they
Steam
definitely
early access game at one
um
point. It was
was
like
it Steam?
a. I think
It
it started off
was.
that way,
I think it was a Greenlight game. I think it was. I think it was like a Steam early access Greenlight game at
which
first.
is which explains why it's so buggy.
But here's the thing though, it was one of those games where it was like it's kind of like Fallout. Well, not as bad as Fallout, but like how people accept some of the bugs of Fallout. Like fuck it, this game is still great. Even despite me walking through the bottom of the floor and shit.
I don't
You
accept
know.
it. I don't got time for that shit.
But
I'm
you
not
know what?
buying
But
another
see, but
Bethesda.
State of Decay didn't have that many flaws. I mean, it had some flaws, but it wasn't to the point where it took the game down. State of Decay was fun as hell, and the permadeath mechanic is like it makes you nervous as fuck. Just every fight, you're like, oh my god, Darius about to die. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make the black dude make it all the way through to the credits, because
The
we don't
game was
never make it
boring.
through horror movies and shit. So I'm trying to make Darius make it. I want him to make it.
The game was
Break.
boring as shit, Danny. What the hell are you talking about?
Mike, you play Power Rangers, dude. You play that shitty ass
I
fucking
don't
Power
care.
Rangers.
You can rag on me all you want, but that game was boring as shit.
I enjoyed it.
I watch people
You
play
know why
it.
it was boring? Because all of his survivors died at the first 10-minute mark.
No,
No
That's what it
wonder, no wonder you
was.
hate Zelda so much.
I didn't. I watched other people play, and they put me to sleep just by this No Man's Sky.
Why you watch people play? Just play it.
Fuck that. I was not interested in the game at
That's why he
all.
gets so bored.
You weren't
Right.
interested in the game yet. You took the time to look up someone playing it.
I
Right.
Why?
want to see what
It's
I
like
want to see what it looks
why?
like. Why?
Like why watch people play Persona? It's a $100 game. The game is not a game you want to watch people stream.
Why not?
No, you don't want to watch people stream Persona.
Well, you're gonna watch them read things?
Yeah, you
This
don't play that.
motherfucker.
You can't. I'm trying. And plus, you know what I'm saying. The only way somebody could stream is they got a capture
Elgato.
card. Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
My girl,
damn, it's still
my
part of
girl, I could buy
PlayStation.
for Terry. She can stream it for me. See?
You just want me to beat you.
There you
That's
go.
what it is. He wants you to beat it so he don't have to fucking lose at it and shit. And he could just say, "Look, I helped Terry." No, the fuck
Exactly.
you didn't.
I feel accomplished.
You got her wrecked. She lost her first survivor because of you and shit. I already know. Okay, we come to that part of the show where we call the final round. Basically, you get all of the floor. We can't say you're wrong. We can't interrupt you. You get to complain, stress test, whatever you call it, about anything that's going on in the gaming industry now. My boy Eddie, he's gonna take the final round for today. So we're gonna cue it up. Are you ready, Eddie?
Preston,
Yeah.
but you gotta bite your tongue.
Final round.
I don't want to bite my
And go.
tongue.
Okay, first of all, I want to give some credit to Mike because he's the only Xbox fanboy that did not lose his fucking mind. But you guys, you fanboys, y'all really did make yourselves look so fucking stupid. Beating on your chest, you're having parades, you just going crazy over the Scorpio specs. They didn't show no gameplay footage or nothing. They just showed you a picture. You talking about, oh, that's 60 frames per second. You don't know what the hell it really is. My thing is always be open minded about whatever you see coming from these industry corporations because simple fact they're gonna tell you one thing. It's just as true as day, like it's tomorrow gonna happen. You might get something else, regardless. Um, don't think it's a. I've been hearing people saying this gonna kill the PlayStation. This gonna destroy the PlayStation. I've seen people make up YouTube videos. I've seen so many flip flop, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, for real, like it's not that serious. It's
Damn,
just a
somebody
powerful.
motherfucking breathing hard as fuck.
Somebody got
Sorry, Eddie.
asthma.
What's
That's not me.
It's not me.
That's not me.
I
But
hear
yeah,
it though.
the thing is, you just it doesn't make any sense. The fanboy stuff needs to really stop. The Scorpio is just a powerful console. It's not gonna make Sony go bankrupt. It's well, I don't know about Nintendo. No, that's just a joke. It's not gonna make Nintendo go bankrupt.
look,
It's,
I want to jump on it so bad. I'm like, final round, no.
it's the only thing the Scorpio is gonna do is play a little bit better than the Pro. I'm pretty sure the developers is gonna do the adjustments they're gonna have for both systems. We're gonna get great games. We're gonna have fun. That's what you really need to be worried about. Will Microsoft deliver on the next best experience? That's what you really need to be worried about. Yeah, now you got the platform. Now you got the console. What about your games? And stop telling me people always change up the narratives about, oh, now since the resolution is about games. It's always been about games from day one. I don't care how powerful your console is. If you don't have nothing good to play, it's a $500 piece of shit. Period. That's all. God, dog, did I kill it?
Eddie,
The game.
Rest in breathing.
this
It's not
is
me.
Preston breathing, dude. That dude's nose big than
I'm
a
not
motherfucker.
breathing. I'm not even breathing through my nose.
Everybody got quiet.
I
Like,
hear I hear
quiet,
like
dog.
I hear like a fan or something on.
It ain't
I
me.
can promise it's not me.
Mm. So
I can
Eddie, do
hear it
you?
though.
So Eddie, do you feel like you got something off your chest? Do you feel like you said what you had to say?
I was mild on that one because I've been gearing up for this. Like I've been gearing up on this like all week, man. All I seen was people sitting there. Oh, it's gonna be Ultra 4K 60 Ultra, and I mean these guys act like they was popping champagne bottles Monday. You know, it was like yeah, it was like they actually accomplished something, and they didn't do nothing. This is Microsoft. You're not getting paid. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. And you see these guys sitting, they acting like they done won a grand prize Lamborghini or something. It's like if I'm pretty sure if they were to see each other walking down the street, they would be high fiving saying we did it. They did shit. This fanboy shit is killing me. I mean, don't
So they're
nobody
gonna
talk about games anymore.
get the system. 2 years down the line, there'll be two games come out, and they'll be singing.
Bitch, I want my motherfucking money back.
They ain't gonna be saying that. They're gonna be saying I'm gonna tell you this is the thing about it. And the majority of the fanboys, now I know you got some Xbox gamers out there and they play their games. When it ain't nothing for them to play, guess what they do? They play the PlayStation. If it ain't nothing on there for them to play, guess what they play? They play the PC. They playing games all the time. But these strictly only Xbox guys, these guys are just watching Netflix. They're not playing nothing. Look, Persona 5 sold 1.5 million copies.
Right.
Nier sold 1 million copies. Damn, just about every game that the PlayStation platform had put out it sold 1 million copies.
Damn, I swear somebody neck is
Yeah,
big than a
somebody got
motherfucker.
asthma bad.
Somebody got a giant ass neck. God damn.
I'm actually Preston. Don't take offense. I'm watching you. It's you, dude.
It's
My
Preston.
microphone, my
I'm sitting
microphone's
here
not even
and
against me.
I'm watching it. Every time it does it, his little ellipses go off.
Yeah.
I'm not your lips, but your bubbles keep going up and down. I'm watching you.
Yeah, that's probably because my kid's crying in the background.
Maybe I don't know. I
It's not my mic. I'm not breathing into my mic.
Dude, it sound like you got a big ass neck. I'm telling you, dude. It's like,
It said
so,
it sounded like you just got finished doing a mile and you just sitting there like
like you
my
ran a
biggest thing,
like you
my
ran a
biggest thing here,
triathlon or some
Eddie.
shit.
Eddie, like I was saying, my biggest thing. You touched base on it. It's like the PS3 when they brought it out. It was the most powerful console ever when they brought out the
yeah,
PS3.
yeah, it
They
was.
they had no games. 360 run the market.
And the thing
Truth.
about it is the 360 ran the market with multiplats. And that's what they planning on doing now. People are not listening to Microsoft. They saying they want to win back the developers. What developers? Because you got your first party developers in your pocket. So you want the damn multiplats back. And Microsoft know this is what drives their consoles, multiplats, not their damn first party titles because their first party titles do get supported by their fans, but they have so few, so it's the multiplats.
Yeah, they just need to come with the games. You know,
That's
Microsoft,
all.
your hype is real. We saw the system and shit. It is beefy, but can you come with the motherfucking games? Without the games, it's
It's going to
nothing.
sit there. It's going to sit there and collect
It's
dust.
gonna collect dust. I don't give a fuck. It could be 2 10 80 Titans in that motherfucker. If you ain't
And
got
I'll
y'all,
say
no
right now.
games, it's
See,
bullshit.
that there's a problem with some of the logic right here. Is there's people they have games like For Honor just came out, Ghost Recon just came out, Mass Effect just came out, Ukulele is about to come out. They got games to play. They just don't have a
Yes,
lot of the exclusiveness to play.
That's the thing
yes,
right there.
that's what they
when
need.
So
you're
if
talking about
someone, and now hear
you're
me out,
talking
if
about
someone only owns Xbox, for example, Austin's more of an Xbox guy. He'll buy his games on Xbox regardless.
Right.
He's
Yeah,
gonna he's
He'll
gonna
sit.
have lots to play on his Xbox
right,
He'll
because
sit.
that's what
He'll,
he does.
right. But
he'll sit
since
there
he
and
is an
he'll.
Xbox guy, he knows that he wants games, and if they're not
No,
really
no, no.
announcing anything for the Scorpio, then why go up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would make his choice different from getting the Scorpio to what he already has now with the
Well,
Xbox One?
there
You know
is
what I'm
more
saying?
multi-plats than there is exclusives regardless.
That's true. There are tons of multiplats, way more than
And
first
if
party.
almost every multi-plat is gonna be better on the platform that he prefers, why not play them all on the platform he prefers?
Well, I guess
Like
you
I
sound
said,
logical today. Why do you
it's
sound logical
for,
today? See, usually
it's.
you fucking you're under a bridge
I'm
with a
always logical.
motherfucking troll. You know
Me,
what I'm
if you
saying?
haven't noticed, me and Chris have a lot of the same ideas. If you ever listen to the Throwdown,
But Chris isn't a troll. Yeah, so it's
oh,
like
I like trolling people though.
yeah, that's right. Chris isn't a troll.
Chris is an informed person who's been in the industry and can speak the knowledge. Preston, you are an informed person who is also a troll, and it's
Oh
Well,
hard
yeah,
to.
real quick. Let me give one more shout
a
out.
lot of people don't know. Like I defend Xbox a lot. That a lot of people don't realize that. People say they
I
have
was
no exclusives. I'm like, yeah, all their exclusives come out the end of the year. They have exclusives.
But they can't look
I
They
past
just
the fucking diamond in your stomach like a troll and shit. They can't look past it, man.
my Microsoft issues release dates. That's my only issue with them. They have games. They just need to learn how to spread them out a little. The
no,
What you
first
about to say,
they
Eddie?
need to learn to stop counseling. But I want to give one more shout out to Mike for being the super troll of the year and getting kicked out of Bang Bang.
oh my God.
It
He
takes
did.
a
He got
lot to
kicked.
get
If
kicked
you
out
get
of
kicked
Bang
out of there,
Bang.
you are fucking. I don't know what
That
the
group,
fuck.
that group is a fucking joke.
Let's. I don't want to even give them no fucking publicity. You know what I'm saying? It
Whether
just.
you're a PC guy, an Xbox guy, or a PlayStation guy, you're all fucking stupid in there.
But on the real, I mean, I ain't even saying like what I'm saying like Microsoft don't have no exclusives because they on PC. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? It's going. They need to have their first party title. They need more first party title. They need to stop waiting on the holiday season to release them. They need at least two. You know what I'm saying? Good strong ones in the beginning of the year, and then you know what I'm saying you can release your last three at the end of the year. That's five exclusives a year.
They need more than
Yeah.
just. They need more than just their typical Forza exclusive, Gears exclusive,
Yeah,
and on all those. They need
That's just
more
said
than
a
that.
couple more IPs, couple more IPs that they have, that are like new and interesting.
Like I
The
said,
You know,
problem is every new IP they do put, they actually do bring new IP. They had 3 new IPs last year, and no one bought them.
that's another problem too.
but
These
the
fanboys
IPs
got to
weren't.
start bragging and start supporting.
Well,
Quantum
the
Break
IPs
was
weren't all that dope though. I mean, what
Quantum
was it,
Break was actually a
Recore and
pretty
fucking.
Quantum Break was actually a pretty good game that most Xbox people who played it liked
But
it.
look at Terry said she played through Quantum Break with upgrading no powers. All she did was punch forward.
Yeah,
oh,
but
She was able to
Danny,
get
Danny,
fucking
she's
through the
doing the
goddamn.
same thing, and she does the same thing in most games.
Danny, she told me, Danny.
So
She told me.
She does what I do in a lot of games where I just use melee half the time.
I don't do that. I try to enjoy it. But all right, we're coming to the end of the show here. Oh, I'm gonna have to get that sound effect. Oh, I'd like to thank Austin, Chris for sure. Thank you for coming on the show, Chris. Cool Cat Terry, Eddie, Michael, Preston, myself. Chris, the throwdown. Give us a shameless promotion.
We're amazing, and we answer questions. We answer questions on Jesus Day, and on Thursday we will address the abuses of the industry. So come join us every Thursday and Sunday.
It's a good
Absolutely.
podcast.
I love the throwdown. That shit has me rolling. Tony too. Tony is funny than a motherfucker.
Now,
And I definitely want to get him on the show too soon. Tony, if you're listening, man, I want to get you on the show one day, man. I want to debate you. I
man,
just
we
want to
had
like
Tony on the show.
I know, but I want to debate him. Like I want to have a not one that I'm automatically losing, like the Nintendo debate. I want to have a real debate with it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, Tony, if you're listening, man, I would like to hit
Man,
you up,
no,
man,
why
and get
don't
with
you
that.
debate Chris? Why don't you debate Chris?
Hell no, I ain't debating Chris, man.
Debate somebody that's gonna rip their game
Hell
out without
no.
hard research.
Hell no. 2 minutes later, I'm fucking done. Nope, I'm not debating Chris. But thank you for being on the show, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Throwdown is amazing. So if you guys don't know, check out the Throwdown. It's dope. I'm going to put the link in the description here a little later once I update the video. And, we can catch us Fridays at 9 o'clock. Sometimes we're on CP time, so we may be a little late sometimes, but we try to be on time at 9 o'clock. Like I said, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And we are out. Peace out. Earth is being threatened by the console war plague. Some real gamers band together to form a unity. They form